Yeah, sorry about that. I was abruptly cut off because somebody called me. Anyway, back to it. As I was saying, everybody just sees a demon-like structure, and they're like, "What's going on? Is that a villain?" And Izuku just says, "Ah," in an echoey voice. "Finally, we can get to a real fight, Todoroki." Everybody taking the realization, what? That's his quirk? A transformation? And he says, electric, he says, electric field, and throws a massive, well, well, actually, matter of fact, no. He says electric strike, throws a combination between electricity and a zero. And Todoroki, realizing he's not gonna survive even if he puts up his ice, realizes he's gonna have to manipulate or move somewhere so he doesn't get hit or hurt. So he uses ice like he usually does, but using his fire at the same time to have better mobility. So like kind of like Frozen in a way, you know what I mean? Whereas my super sorry, so kind of like Frozen, just like throws his ice while like gliding. So he starts running and running and running. Then he starts using his ice to so he doesn't get hurt, and uses his fire for better mobility. As he does so, he manages to dodge, but he still kind of gets burned a little bit, but the shock doesn't get to him. So he lands abruptly on the other side, and while Izuku moves, or should I say uses Sonito or Flash Step with his overwhelming speed, then he says, I don't want to end this in one punch, Todoroki. Come on, give me a better fight. And in a very echoey voice, everybody's wondering, whoa, what type of kid? What is this kid? All the heroes are watching on as in anticipation, waiting for Izuku's next move and Todoroki's next move. And with that, the fight begins once again. Todoroki throwing a massive ice shard, and obviously Izuku just uses his overwhelming strength to cut it with the sword, with his electrical manipulated black sword, and picks up the ice and says, Here, think fast, Todoroki. Todoroki, obviously realizing that he is not gonna dodge that, throws a massive fireball. This, of course, melting part of the ice, this allowing him to at least dodge most of it. Dodged, dodge it, but a good amount of ice is still there. Now, anyway, that being said, yeah, I know I'm driving this fight out a little bit too much. As I want to get to the Stain arc, it's already pretty long because after editing this is gonna be hell. But I gotta deliver, so I'm gonna do it anyway. Get on to the fight. Now, as we all know, um, no, wait. So Todoroki is getting to his limit a little bit, getting to his limit slowly but surely, and Zuko's like, "Come on, Todoroki, don't give up yet. Limits are just what we need to surpass." Todoroki, getting a bit of more inspiration, keeps going and going and going. Then Izuku says, you're tired. Alright, fair enough. And just appears behind Todoroki. That chops him, and the fight is over. President Mike yells, Todoroki win. No, fuck, messed up. Izuku Midoriya wins! What a stunning fight, everybody. And like he said, don't get your eyes off this for any moment. Very interesting. Talks alone. The fight was amazing. Anyway, obviously we skip off to the rest of the fights with Bakugo, and then it's now the fights with against Bakugo. Wait, I believe that he would have to fight Ida and Fugi Tokiyami. Yeah, no, I remember his name, Tokiyami. I don't think so. Tokiyami would inevitably lose, and since but then again, I don't remember who else Todoroki fought. So I'm just gonna say he fought Ida. Of course, Ida shouldn't get clapped, so there's no point of saying that. Let's just say he just literally abruptly just dashed at Ida and just one punched him, sending him flying to the wall. That's pretty much it. Didn't give Ida much of a chance. They did see how he did manipulate. They did see how his quirk was, so he still got something. So whatever. Anyway, now it's between Bakugo and, as we all know, Izuku Midoriya. Now, for this fight, it's gonna be one-sided even more due to the fact that Bakugo only has like a one like one quirk, and it's. I mean, I did say the strain is like super low, like to the point where it's just like a small sting for Bakugo. But like, what is an explosion gonna do? Like, I get it, an explosion is pretty powerful, but like, at a certain point, it just gets weak. What's the point? Like, I get it, you can throw explosions, manipulate it so you can direct yourself like a missile or something. But like, at the end of the day, like, what's that gonna do? Anyway, I'm pretty sure you guys know what I mean. So, as I was saying, right. So the fight starts, and Bakugo just and flies up, throws a massive explosion as he's falling down. He uses the same technique he uses against Todoroki. That I forgot what he called it. So let's just say he throws himself like a missile, where he spins around using his explosions, manipulating his explosions enough to kind of move as fast as a missile. Doing this kind of catches Izuku off guard, realizing that he has to go all out a little bit. So he transforms back, and everybody's like, "Isn't that a bit overkill? Didn't they say that he had two parts to his quirk, two parts to that quirk?" And people are wondering, like, what's going on? Why is he only using that full power transformation? And Izuku just kicks Bakugo enough to at least get him knocked out for a second, and he yells out, "My quirk evolves to the point where my mask form doesn't even work anymore. It's just this form now. Or my mask form, I mean, I did have this form already. It's just that my mask form is now obsolete, and this is the only form I can transform into." So it's kind of like it just basically evolved in a way. And everybody's like, okay, fair enough. And Bakugo gets up, starts flying again using his explosions. I'm surprised he said that he can use nitroglycerin. If he sweats nitroglycerin, and the contraction of his muscles allows the explosion to happen. So if he's able to sweat nitroglycerin, wouldn't that mean if he did it correctly, he can make his feet sweat, thus allowing him to fly with both his feet and his hands? I mean, I'm looking into it too much. I get it, but like, come on, like, think about it. You can sweat on your feet too, can you? I'm pretty sure everybody knows they can sweat on their feet. So you can technically use his feet as another catalyst for using his explosion quirk, which I'm surprised he never thought of. I don't know. The material is good, but the way the characters use their quirk is a bit stupid. No offense to creator of My Hero Academia. I'm just saying other ways to manipulate your quirk. Just saying. Just thinking broadly. Anyway, right, as I was saying, so he's Bakugo throws a massive explosion. Izuku just passes his sword around with enough strength to create a massive shockwave, canceling out the explosion. Thus, Bakugo has to find a way to catch Izuku off guard using the same missile technique. But he does realize that the missile technique um, tires him out and causes the strain to regress. But this is being done very slowly, very slowly. Remember, I said I evolved quirks to the point where they can't really have much strain, where there's not much strain anymore. And so we get to the point as to how would I put this? Um, right. Anyway, your godly brother is tired. Mm. Oh, mm. Anyway, thanks. I will be continuing this. Hold on, I'm just saying. Let's take an abrupt stop real quick. If you want to, join my Discord. It's gonna be down in the description below. Social media, kind of private, so I might have to make a Twitter later. I really don't feel like doing it, but I might have to. So expect a Twitter link in the next episode and my new one that's coming out in a couple of minutes. So yeah, expect that. But I highly doubt I'm gonna put it due to what I'm what I have to do. So like yeah. Anyway, back to it. Sorry. um. So Bakugo does his missile technique several times just to try and get Izuku off guard, but Izuku says, "Once I see your abilities, they won't work on me ever again." And Bakugo says, "Think again, nerd," and does the same missile technique. And he just dodges, and he doesn't take into account what Bakugo is trying to do. Bakugo redirects his I can't say the word, trajectory, and kind of like moves like a missile, like a homing missile, and just like moves, like goes back and starts saying, "Hey, nerd, you missed me." And he's like, "Wait, what?" And turns around, and Bakugo manages to get off a hit on that Izuku. This explosion was kind of big enough to do some damage, but not enough to completely wipe the floor with Izuku. We all know this. His skin is pretty hard, so it's not really gonna work. Anyway, it's not really gonna do much damage, but it still does something. Kind of like leave a small scratch. Nothing too big, nothing too small. Just a small scratch or whatever. And Izuku's like, "Not bad, Bakugo," and kicks him to the ground, thus leaving a small crater. Bakugo's like, "Oh, damn it." He gets back up and starts flying off to deku Izuku again. Izuku's using his full speed. This, thus, and he uses his full speed. And during this, he starts to make after images. And now they're like, how fast is this kid? He's so fast, he's leaving after images. And everybody understands is like, every pro hero is like, this is a very effective move if you think about it. This disorientates the villain, this allows him as the hero to get the drop on the villain, thus not allowing him to. But if the villain had some type of sharp sense quirk combined with another, he'd have some tough time dealing with this, but at the same time, with his overwhelming strength, this is still a good technique. Everybody's still wondering this. And of course, everybody's like, yeah, it's pretty much good technique. And as I was like, not only is that technique good for melee strikes, but it's also good for his projectile strikes as well. Has to be taken into account. So it's not only physical hits he's trying to do. Bakugo, of course, he has sharp senses, but not sharp enough to react at such high speeds. As I was like, when it comes to battle, Bakugo has a good sharp sense, but the way Izuku's moving as of now, there's no way he can manage to dodge at the speed Izuku's going at. So, uh, in a way, this match is really not in Bakugo's favor. Then again, who knows? And Prison Mike is like, there you have it, folks. Izawa's giving his best commentary once again. And we get back to the fight. Izuku just throws a massive Sero, throws a massive Sero. Bakugo narrowly manages to dodge, and Izuku was waiting for that moment to strike. So he hits Bakugo with the other side, kind of like leaving small, kind of like not putting a deep cut, maybe like a small paper cut on his. I'd say a good cut, nothing too deep. And this does some damage, but not enough to send him flying while he's still kind of in midair. And Izuku takes the chance to kick him back into the ring with in into the ring, leaving a crater once again. Bakugo gets up one more time, does the same missile technique, manipulating it over and over again, trying to hit Izuku. This obviously not working because, like I said, come on, like once you see that technique, it's pretty obvious to know that once he starts manipulating it, it's going to be easier to dodge. Anyway, he he keeps going and going and going and going and going until Izuku's just catches Bakugo by his head and says, "Stop trying," and literally. I'm sorry for doing this, but I'm gonna do him like what Kyoto did to Ichigo, and like how Ichigo did in his Vastalore form to Kyoto. So he just kicks Bakugo onto the floor. Bakugo gets up and is like, "I'm not giving up, not to you, nerd." And Izuku just lands on the floor into the ring, and he's like, "You better have wished you gave up." Everybody's like, "Huh?" Bakugo was like, "What the?" And all you see is a flash. All you see is Izuku behind Bakugo levitating and just grabs him by his face while flying, dragging his body a bit on the floor, doing damage to the ring and damage to Bakugo, and throws him up, kicks him again, this knocking out Bakugo. Bakugo obviously wakes up when they're awarding him, and he's like, "Damn it, he dragged me like a drag. He put me on the floor and pushed me around like a drag doll. Damn it. And he literally did it too. Mm. And of course, they have the time up saying, and but they're still saying, that's not how I wish to win. To be dragged like a drag doll, literally. Of course, still gets second place. Todoroki gets third. Tsukiyami gets fourth, and so on and so on. And of course, Izuku Midoriya gets first place. And you're probably saying, oh, whoa, I thought you said you were going to do something extravagant. Then I realized I should probably save it up for like, just in case I might do a movie or something when it comes to this. So yeah. Anyway, it's still going to be canon to the what if. So brace yourselves. It's going to be a pretty weirdly strong one, but yeah. Anyway, we're back. Okay. Now the small little banquet is over. JK. I'm joking. I'm joking. Anyway, after the sports festival, go back to normal class. To be honest, I dead forgot what they did after that. I think they told them to take a break or something. They did that, and for the next week, obviously, Zuko has been training, getting more strength and strength, and now we're on to the stain arc. And now, oh, now I remember. Now they're in class, as I was like, now since we're after the sports festival, many of you got internships. Some of you may have gotten several internships. Some of you may have gotten several. Some of you may have gotten at least one, and sadly to say, some of you may have gotten zero. But it doesn't matter. I feel like all of you did your best out there, and you should have at least all of you should have gathered up to at least several hero qualifications. So yeah, so he puts up everything. Obviously, Zuko's on top, Todoroki's second, Baku goes third, and so on and so on. Everybody that was above Zuko is now like 1 point down or something. And you're probably wondering who's the class rep. And again, I didn't change that, so it's obviously Ida. Didn't change much. Probably wondering why am I not including Ida or anybody else much? Like I said, Steinar. So anyway, of course, Uraka and Ida. So to manage to keep an eye on Ida, he goes to what's his name? Well, obviously, Endeavor wouldn't choose him due to how kind of disrespectful he was, but there's still enough qualifiers, hero people to put up a vote for him. So it's still, yeah. Anyway, agency I believe he would go to. I wouldn't make him go to the Night Eyes agency as of yet. So agency I would choose. Stroking my chin. Let's switch it up real quick. Let's say he goes to his brother's agency, and Izuku goes to the agency he went that was in Hosu. And he goes to the agency that Ida went that was in Hosu. And so yeah, keeps an eye, and that fish hero with the water manipulation quirk just shows him around, and so he says pretty much, yeah, this is how we work and everything, kind of like how what he said to Ida. And so we go on to the agency. Anyway, they're still looking around and stuff like that, you know. And so for his hair costume, I'm pretty sure I said what he looked like. So I'm pretty sure I said that he had a shuhakshu with his with the bottom part with shoe style. So I will be incorporating foot style, shoe style, whatever. Yeah, no, I remember. Yeah, shoe style. I believe that's what they called it. Incorporating shoe style with both his Vastolore. So, like I said, he has a shoe style, and the probably was like cool costume, retro and technically technological. I can't say the damn word. Frick. Technology, technologically advanced. Hopefully, I said that right. Ugh, my English today is kind of like off guard for some reason. I'm trying to say the word. I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to say the word. It's just not correlating with me right. Anyway, I did that. Okay. Anyway, not much has changed, but with that, he tells the hero that he'll go training. So he opens up the gate to Wakamundo and he sees Naniel. I did include Naniel, but I'm not gonna include her as much. I'm gonna include her somewhere around the movie and the training camp. But other than that, there's not really gonna be much of a conversation with Naniel as it did in the first in the first half of the What If. So as of now, not nothing too crazy. So we get onto it, and let's just say for the sake of it, we flash back. Naliel is at the sports festival watching Izuku, and she's proud, pretty much proud. And we flash back to her saying, "Nice job, you did pretty good out there." And Izuku's like, "Thanks. Uh, I mean, I can only have done that with your training. But did you have to lie like that? What are you talking about? Did you have to lie about the transformation part?" And he said, "No, seriously, I literally cannot get my mass form anymore. I can't use my mass form anymore." And she's like, "Are you sure?" "Yeah, I tried, but it's not working." Then she says, "Maybe your human side is finally accepting your hollow side." Thus, in a way, because technically he's half human, half hollow, so the control is really not there. And so, of course, his human side is kind of rejecting his hollow side. So, of course, he has two transformations. But due to his human side being in Wakamundo, I'd say he's technically more hollow than he is human as of now. But he's still related to Inko, so don't worry. Anyway, as of now, so we go back. So now we're back on to Wakamundo. They start training once again. Of course, sword combat and in hand-to-hand combat, Ryatsu control, spiritual control, um, kendo, keto. There are not many keto moves for hollows besides your own. So I think you're probably wondering, did I ever make him do that horn Zero, the Zero from his horns? No, I didn't, because he doesn't have as much control. I mean, Ichigo didn't have much control. Yes, true, but he still had enough will to get back his power. So the Zero he has is not as strong. So the only Zero he can throw is from his hands, and he's getting stronger and stronger as he goes, and he's at least getting enough strength to at least do a Grand Ray Zero, a Bala, Grand Ray Zero, Bala, and Zero, and to copy some moves from the first Espada. I forgot his name, sadly. It's the first character I actually do like truly forgot his name. But the first Espada's move where he's using those dual pistol guns and throwing rapid speed Ceros. So I'm gonna borrow something from that guy real quick. Sorry, Kubo. Don't don't copyright strike me for this. Sorry. I just really like the idea of using a dual weapon like that and throwing massive Ceros and Cero barrages. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool concept. That's why I chose it. Anyway, back to the point. Anyway, he's doing that. He's manipulating his Ceros enough. And he's manipulating his Ceros to the point as to where, how would I say that? How would I put this? He's manipulating his Ceros fast enough to at least like curve a little bit. And with that curve, this allows him to kind of like manipulate his Cero enough to come back just in case somebody manages to dodge. So we can, and if this person does get hit by the returning Cero, at least that happens. Because the way I was going to do it, it was going to be like he throws a Cero. Sometimes he throws massive Ceros that there's no need to manipulate, and they're big enough to at least envelop a good chunk or something. So the Ceros he throws are like small hand Ceros, like Key Blast version of Cero. You know what I mean? Hopefully, hopefully you guys know what I mean. So like throws them, catches them back, absorbs his own Ryatsu once again, keeps throwing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Hopefully you guys understand what I mean by that. Anyway, we go on to eat. Anyway, sorry for going quiet there. Anyway, so yeah, he's manipulating his arrows, but he's not really gonna use the technique as much. But yeah, anyway, I am gonna give him Getsuka just because I like it. Sorry. So anyway, comes back for the Hosu incident. So he goes back after training. He goes back after the training, and this is where he starts for the Hosu incident. He cleans up, changes, and we head off to Hosu City. So it's during the night. They're scouting out, and the incident starts to happen. We see a bunch of Nomus going around, destroying buildings a little bit, not doing much damage, but still destroying some stuff. And so as we know, we see the same damage that was going around to when we were switching perspectives in the original to Ida and his agency manager. And so sorry for yawning. Anyway, crap. Anyway, um, so we skip over to where Ida is being attacked by, and we already know, Stan himself, the hero killer, and he's and we already know what happened to Ida, where his brother was attacked by the hero killer Stain, and so as of now, And we know Ida is trying to get revenge on the hero killer. So hero killer yells out his ideology and tells him that and tells him to what's this, how can I put this? Tells him that he's not worthy of being called a hero. If all you're gonna do is just come back here for revenge and not even try to save the hero that's right in front of you. And then of course, um, then of course, Izuku intercepts the strike he's about to put on Ida. The hero killer is about to put on Ida. What the hell? Anyway, sorry for that. As we all know, anyway, like I was saying, kind of playing a game right now. Bored a little bit, but not bored for this. Just a bit tired. Uh, anyway, so we cut to. Hold on, bro. Let me. So yeah, we cut to. Alright, now I got some kind of situation. So now we cut to Izuku kicking Stain in the face. After kicking him in the face, calls her back up just in case the hero killer tries to run, manages to run away and stuff. So he calls up the same person, Todoroki. Now, with that being said, Todoroki doesn't manage to get there in time, but gets there to at least apprehend and help Izuku apprehend the hero killer Stain. As of now, okay. So, wombo combo. Wombo combo, wombo combo. Excuse me, pardon me. Anyway, Izuku kicks Stain in the face, sending him flying. And Stain gets back up and says, "What the hell was that?" He sees Izuku and is like, "You got some strength, kid. Whatever." Huh? Midoriya, what are you doing here? Can't you see that your friend is here to help you? Stain yells. But you're nothing but a fake. You don't even get to deserve to be called a hero. So now we are off to how would I put these? Uh, anyway, so so Stain tries to do his, usual maneuver, bouncing off the walls and using his high speed and agility, superhuman strength, and all that, trying to cut Deku or Izuku, realizing that this is not working, and Izuku's skin is pretty hard, and he's like, it's gonna be hard trying to penetrate him. Pause. Then he's realizing that his swords are not doing anything at all, as if his skin is made out of steel or something. He's like, "What are you, kid?" And Izuku's just like, "Your worst nightmare." I'm joking. Um, Izuku's like, I'm a hollow. I'm half human, half hollow. He's like, what's that? Mm, something you won't really need to care about. So they get onto the fight. Izuku obviously in his Rastalote form. So they get onto the fight. And um keep fighting back and forth. Izuku's like, I don't even need to use my sword for this guy. Well, that's what he's thinking. What the hell, man? And so Izuku Izuku throws Gran Ray Zero. You're probably like, wait, isn't that a bit too powerful? His Ceros are more powerful than the Grand Ray Ceros, so just bear with me. So yeah. So Izuku throws again Grand Ray Zero. That was pretty fast. Whatever. So after throwing the Grand Ray Zero, what the hell? What the hell? Whatever. Um, so after he throws the Grand Ray Zero, it kind of hits kind of hits Stain, but doesn't do kind of so it doesn't erase his arm off or something, but it does do some good burn. It does burn him a little bit. So it does burn him a little bit. Yeah. Anyway, so it does burn him a little bit, and so um, we cut off to. Um, this man doesn't matter. Old. I'm not putting this on. I'm going back to my turtle shell. Accessories on there. Anyway, I better stray away from the what if. That's not good at all. Whoa, hold up. Nah, nee. Since when? Whatever. So yeah, keep going, and Haruka is like, what's going on? I can't use my swords against this guy. And we keep going and going. This fight keeps going and going. And Izuku just wombo comboing this guy. So he punches him in the gut, sends him flying. To Stain, it's kind of like he's teleporting. So put it in perspective of Stain. Ah, and to Stain, he's teleporting. Behind him, kicks him. Then same thing, kicks him up into the air. Then knocks him down with a nice hit from the back. Pause. So it's kind of like Goku does when he's um, well, clapping Frieza's cheeks and takes both of his hands and hits Frieza all the way down to the ground. Pause. So many. As much as I don't want to say these words, I have to a little bit, you know. And what the fuck? How in the whatever? Whatever did me a favor anyway. So I'm just wombo comboing this guy, not giving him a chance at all. After giving him the nice, you know what I mean, destroying this kid, destroying him. Just eat it. Todoroki gets there, but barely. So you just after one more hit, the Stain is out. This fight wasn't really that heated because Stain, although with his crazy strength, crazy speed, and everything, and the way he uses his sword, it was pretty good. But I don't think he managed against Izuku's strength due to him mastering Kendo in a way. So like it basically reborn to him. So like this, so they keep going. So they try staying up, get it up, everything, and everything happens similar. But when it comes to the normal grabbing, Izuku doesn't work this time due to the fact that Iz the fact that Izuku can sense Ryatsu, and even though that no was basically a mindless thing, it still technically had some type of Ryatsu. So Nomo tried to grab Izuku, and all Izuku did was flare up a little bit and stab and cut off the head of the Nomo. Everybody's like, "Are you, dude? That's messed up. Why'd you kill the guy?" Well, and Izuku just responds with, "Well, obviously he's not even alive anymore." Taking it up to the point, the fact that, oh right, we forgot that you fought something similar to this thing. Oh man, this guy's weak. Anyway, what the hell? Anyway, as I was saying, bro, what the hell? Oh, now another problem. Bro, what the hell? I can't even fight back. What the hell? That's bull. Nah, bro, that's bull. I couldn't even fight back. Anyway, time up. Everything happens similar. The normals are taken care of, and so once the normals are taken care of, this the dog guy tells them that he won't get credit for um getting rid of Stain, and they'll just say that Endeavor got rid of Stain, managed to do some damage and put him out of commission. And since Izuku's quirk technically looks like he's been burned, that's what they put it on Stain. So yeah. Oh, okay. I just don't know what the fuck is going on with this damn character. The old guy tells him that he won't be getting the credit, and Izuku's like, yeah, whatever. So they go on their merry. And well, since Stay Knock is over, say bye bye to the king of the gods. JK. I don't know why I'm saying JK. That's so old. Anyway, they congratulate Izuku on taking down Stain, and yeah, pretty much it. So this is gonna be your boy signing off. Like I said, leave a like, share, subscribe. If you want to join my Discord, there'll be a link down in the description below. See y'all later. Peace.